There are those of us who like to venture to the unexplored, to see the beauty in the strange and unknown. Those of us who go out there with a sense of wonder. If you're one of us, and if you want to explore more of this great planet, we're ready to take you there. It's time. Turkish Airlines. Widen your world.
What do you get when you combine the world's best lens technology with precision archery? Absolute dominance. Pila and Zeiss have created the world's only archery-specific performance eyewear. With cutting-edge filtration for increased definition, perfect optics, and light-managing lenses to increase focus and relax the eye. Isn't it time you saw the advantage? See more gold with Pila.
Dead center for Rio, the great sportsman. In archery, 20-year-old Bridger Deaton wins the gold medal. Pierre Julien Deloche. Rick van der Ven of the Netherlands is your gold medalist and able to hold his arms and that bow very high in the air, pose for his golden moment.
There comes a smile.
Excel Sights, leading technology, proven results.
It all began in Ukraine back in 1931. For more than 8 decades, this outdoor test of an archer's skill has played out on many of the world's great stages. London, Paris, Berlin, New York, Beijing, and Belek have all hosted the best with bows and arrows. Now that duty's been bestowed upon Denmark and the iconic city of Copenhagen, one of the more diverse spots on the planet, especially at this moment. A record number of 96 nations brought more than 600 archers to this 48th World Championship event. Armenia, Bangladesh, Moldova, Israel, Estonia, and many, many more have all come to Scandinavia seeking precious metals and a place in the record books. Wherever in this world you might be watching, Velkommen, Ni hao, Hola, Konnichiwa, Dzień dobry, Merhaba, Privyet, Shalom, Guten Tag, Bonjour, Buongiorno, good day mates, and Aloha. Welcome to Copenhagen's Christianborg Palace and the 2015 Archery World Championships. Along with Juan Carlos Olgado of the World Archery Federation and of course the world's most interesting man, I am Carl Arky, bidding you a pleasant good morgen, good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon where you're tuning in. We are glad to have you and yours watching our live shot-by-shot coverage on Archery TV. Juan Carlos, some great storylines this morning. First of all, one that catches my attention is the Italian men's team. They won 3 straight shoot-offs this week just to get to the gold medal match today.
Good morning, Carl. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we were talking during the week that they have breaking all the statistics before. They were good in some shoot-off and they were sometimes winning. But here in this championship, any shoot-off was a winning for Italy. We were saying, why they have to shoot? They were going to win in any case.
3 straight shoot-offs, so they get to the gold medal match. And of course, the other big story, as it usually is on Recurve Sunday, is Korea. Korea could win 6 medals today.
It's amazing, especially we knew that they were growing very much in level in compound, but they are showing here that they are not only grow, they are on the top on the world. So Korean has been always successful in recurve, especially recurve women, but the men have catch up, and now the compound women and compound men are coming strong. It's a threat to all the compound top archers, because Koreans are ready.
Everybody's on high notice, especially after yesterday when Korea won 3 medals in compound. Kim Yoon-hee won 3 medals all by herself.
Yes, and this championship has also show that Asian countries has evolved a lot. And traditionally Europe and America were very strong, and Asia have few countries, but right now there are many more countries from Asia leading, and in the top 8 countries we have 6 to 7 in different categories from Asia. So Europe and America has to wake up. If not, this is going to be the Asian World Championship.
The wake-up call has gone out, and we are all set now for the women's team bronze medal match to start the day. Korea versus Japan, a rematch from Antalya 2 months ago on Kontiolahti Beach when Japan beat Korea. Now Korea would like to get some payback here today. Let's take a look at the team from Japan. First out of the King's Gate here at Christianborg Palace. We're on the Palace Square, an iconic setting, a beautiful setting for this tremendous World Championship event. Japan getting to the bronze medal match with a 5-1 win over North Korea, 6-1 win over China before losing in a shoot-off to India. So let's meet the 3 archers from Japan who picked up that gold medal on Kontiolahti Beach just 2 months ago. Kawanaka Kaori, Hayashi Yuki, and Nagamina Saori. Saori, 22 years old, Kawanaka Kaori, 23 years old, and Hayashi Yuki, the veteran, at 30 years of age. So they have been tested, and they've gone up against Korea before, and they have come away with a gold medal. But Korea, I'm sure, has that in mind as they're let out of the King's Gate by the one and only and incomparable Ki Bo-bae. South Korea reaching the bronze medal match by beating France this week 5-1, then scoring a 6-2 victory over Georgia in the quarterfinals, and then losing in a shoot-off to Russia in the semifinals.
Yes, it's quite surprising Korea shooting for the bronze, because everybody expected a record woman shooting for gold, and there was several comments during the week that the set system in teams is getting too short and too fast, and it's not really showing the difference of the team. It is what it is, and it can see that any team can right now beat Korea, but Korea still have to make a strong fight for this to happen.
Ki Bo-bae teaming up with Chae Sun and Kong Chae-young. Kong Chae-young, 18 years old, same for Chae Sun. And of course, Ki Bo-bae, the former Olympic champion from London in 2000, and 12. Now, in recurve team events, there's 3 archers per team. Each shoots 2 times during each of the 4 ends. The bottom line, each nation shoots a total of 6 arrows per end, 24 for the match, and the winner is?
That's a good question. I think we have to wait.
The first till 5, that's who it is.
Yes, but I want to know what country.
You want to know which country. Whichever country gets to 5 first.
Correct. And that's what we were discussing during the week, that 4 sets sometimes go really tight, and some teams are asking for a 5th set, which make the match a bit longer, and sometimes for TV this is a problem, but it's something we have to consider to make the competition interesting and fair at the same time.
Kong Chae-young sticks a 10 to start the day. Chae Mi-soon with the 10.
Excellent start. Recuve, who came back for a couple of years out of the national team and won the Universiade a month ago in Gwangju and beat 2 world record.
Her shot drifts into the 8 ring. So 28 points on the first 3 shots for Korea. Now Japan.
Japan, that was very happy. They both team has got the Olympic quota place for teams, so the 3 archers already qualified for Rio, and that took out a lot of pressure to both teams.
And we will talk more about Olympic qualification as the morning goes on here on Archery TV. We are live in Copenhagen, Denmark, in the heart of the Danish capital. Hayashi Yuki stabs the 9 ring.
We can hear there's a lot of interaction in team, and this is something interesting we have been seeing improving years after years. Now the teammates, they talk each other, they support each other, they give information about wind and form and keywords. So coaches and archers are interacting a lot during the match.
Just bites the line. So 27 points, and Korea with an early 1-point lead. Ms. Kong.
Wow, that's that's just in the center. Excellent grouping.
Strikes gold again.
We have to mention that the weather conditions today are excellent. No wind. It's not cold. It's not raining like has been this week. So conditions are perfect to make great scores.
17 degrees Celsius as that shot drifts just a little bit high for Chae Mi-soon. And now anchoring this team, Recuve, whom we shall see 3 times today.
She's still a bit on the right. You can see she has been correcting the side. She's doing again, which is very smart. She knows that the shot was good, was a bit on the right, so she's touching the side to make sure that the next is going in the center. Very good timing.
They are
good
also
expansion.
going right.
Correct, a little bit on the right. We have to inform the audience that the warm-up field is in the other part of the palace and has different orientation, so the light could change, and that can affect a little bit the left and right.
The winds change.
As today is not too much wind, I don't think it's playing a factor, but could happen yesterday, for example. But the orientation on the light is changing, and the archers see the string close to the eye, and they align it with the bow. So as soon as the light change, you don't see the string very clear. You see the shadow of the string. So that's what can make that it's a bit on the left and the right, and the arrows grouping different than in the practice field.
Nagamine Saori, 22 years old, ranked 153rd in the world, finishes off that end.
We could see the Japanese archer also correct. When the archer shoot the first arrow and he knows that has been a good shot and trust that was not him but or her, that was the side, they just move very fast. The problem is when you make the first shots and you don't feel that it was a good one or not, and you don't know it was you or it was the wind or it was the line. Both teams, you could see they're very confident in the form. They know that was a good shot, so they touch the side very fast, knowing that is this.
So in our set system, the cumulative scoring has Korea winning that first set, 56-54. However, in the set system, 2 points go to Korea, 0 points to Japan. So Korea on top, 2-0 early on in the match.
Good, they got the lead. And as I said before, it's going so fast, and 4 sets is really not many, that taking the lead is important right now. It's not too much to come back, not too much time.
The teamwork is so critical in these team events because we saw it yesterday on several occasions, Juan Carlos, that some of the archers were not left with an awful lot of time to get their shot off, to get a good shot off.
We are stressing the archers. We are trying to make it a shorter time and have a bit more drama and have surprises. So really now the archers in the team match have to be very focused, very concentrated, and they have not too much time to think to do this. We could see the amazing shot of a super slow motion camera, how we see the arrows going out. And yesterday we saw some of the compound, and you could see the tuning. If some arrows were better tuned or both were better tuned than another one. Excellent images from our TV team, Archery TV.
Kawanaka Koori leading off with the 9.
Which
No.
also impressed yesterday a lot, most of the archers, the spectators. The stands were full, all sold out since 2 weeks, and a great atmosphere.
Tacks on another 10, Hayashi Yuki.
It's great to hear the comments of the coach. Unfortunately, we don't know what he's saying, but
As
you
long
can
as
see.
Hayashi Yuki or Nagamine Saori understands, then it's fine.
yeah,
Solid shooting by Japan.
Japan is a team famous for having a good atmosphere. They smile a lot. They feel happy when they're shooting. They feel enjoying it. And I think this is making them unique in the circuit. They really have fun shooting, no matter how much tension is there.
Kong Chae-young, who picked up 3 gold medals at stage 1 in Shanghai this year, lands a 9 on her first shot of this second set. Another 9 from Chae Mi-sun.
We can see many Korean women. You can see the string, the mark of the string on the face. And for this, it's very important for Korean archer to feel a very good entry point and to feel the string. And you can see the string even when they don't have the bow and they're walking on the street, and you can see the mark of the string there for thousands and thousands of arrows that they do this.
Indelibly embedded
Yes.
in the nose and the chin. You can tell. You just have to listen to the coach and you know if that shot was in the 10 ring.
Yes, this is very common. Archers, when they release, they know it was a good shot. And you know just when you release if it's going in or it's not really what you wanted. Excellent. Japan is giving a good
Yuki.
fight, eh?
Yes. Down 2-0 after the first set, trying to come back and tie it up at 2-2. Nagamine Saori, team gold medal in Antalya 2 months ago. And another 10, or excuse me, it's a 9.
Because Kai was hidden by the other arrows.
Three straight 10s right here would give this set to Korea. That will not happen. Now the best they can hope for is to tie in this set and split the set points.
Beautiful image, excellent shot.
And you could see Kibobe coaching her through that shot.
Kibobe is a leader, is the most experienced one in the team, and we saw the university, and she's driving the focus of the team, and she's supporting, and even that she has not made the best shots in the team, she's the one keeping it strong and mentally strong and fighting until the last moment. Very good shot.
And then leads by example. So they come back, they tie it up, and they'll split the set points, and the score goes to 3-1 in favor of Korea. But you're right, Juan Carlos. You can just see from those expressions, Japan just enjoying themselves. They always seem to be enjoying themselves.
So much joy, and even when they lose, they know they did the best, and they're very good in winning, and they know how to lose. So it's a team that set an example, and it's good to see archers that they enjoy the pressure, they enjoy the competition, and they enjoy what they have to do.
Now, 2 years ago in Torino, Korea, with Kibobe and Jungda So-mi picked up the bronze medal, I should say, in this event. In other years, Denmark 2 years ago in Belek on the beach captured the bronze medal. They were led by Maya Jaeger that day. In Ulsan 2009, it was Russia. Before that, Great Britain in Leipzig. In Russia, or I should say in Madrid in 2005, Russia came away with the bronze medal. And before that, Ukraine in New York in 2003, and the Netherlands 2001 in Beijing. So
many countries.
Many countries. Have been a lot of diversity. No, in this bronze medal match. I would love to have seen that World Championship in New York City. That must have been fun.
Yes, in Central Park we had the finals.
Amazing.
Fantastic place. Archery changed a lot since then.
Oh, yes.
Nothing to do what we see right now here.
Third set. Kawanaka Kaori. Continuing her strong shooting. She made it individually to the 1/8 round this week here in Copenhagen.
Keeping the pressure against Korea. We see the reference that archers take on the string, nose, mouth, and chin.
Hayashi Yuki landing a 9.
To make an accurate shot in recurve is much more important the position you put on the face than what you are aiming, because the end of the arrow is here, and there's a distance from the arrow to the eyes what gives you the accuracy. So the anchor point and how the reference you take in the face is really important to be accurate in the shot.
So after the 10, the 2 9s for Japan. And Korea trying to better that. And they start off strong. Hong Chae-young.
So close to the cross, to the center. Fantastic.
Almost perfection. Jamie Sun, 18 years old, only a handful of international appearances. And here she is in a World Championship bronze medal match and shooting so well.
They make Luke Kibobe like the softer of the team. Unbelievable. They are so strong, these two archers. More or less not missing the 10.
Here's the Olympic champion from 2012 in London.
You see.
Drifts high.
Seems to be the one less in shape and the one that is not so accurate and is probably the most known archer right now.
Right now, youth is being served for Korea. And Korea with the advantage.
She's keeping the spirit and she's keeping the belief, because the other two archers are pretty young and has not so much international experience. So Kibobe is the balance of this team. Excellent.
Almost dead center. Kawanaka Kaori. Raising the bar for Hayashi Yuki. Launches the missile.
The shot was
lands in the red ring.
Clearly the expansion was not so secure. She knew as soon as he shot, she react a bit. Probably was not aiming the center. The pressure is when now is the moment they know they can come back or they can lose it, so the pressure is a bit higher. It was a 10, which was needed after this 8.
Much needed 10 from Nagamine Saori after the 8 by Hayashi Yuki. But right now, Japan at the mercy of Korea.
Wow. It's touching, it's liner, very line. I would say it's touching. Our HD cameras from Hit the Roof, Archery TV.
Could that be fool's gold?
This could be. I will bet it's a 10. Of course, we bet a coffee.
Yes, coffee.
Wow. There's no doubt it's a 10, this one. Make it clear. And this is what we're talking very much, what is the system about? And it's about making a 10 when you need it. It's not about scoring, it's not about the point you do, it's about when I need to make a 10, this is the moment I have to deliver it.
And right now, Kibobe just needs a 9 to win and wrap this up and claim the bronze medal. And she gets it, and more, and more. Kibobe clinches it, closes it out.
And if this 9 with asterisk is a 10, they finish with a 10-10-10, which is no better way to glitch the match and to finish it.
They would have run the table. An overpowering performance and a little bit of payback for the loss to Japan in Antalya 2 months ago on Konialti Beach.
Both teams performing very good, but there was just one arrow that one archer was a bit hesitating, the Japanese team, and that's make the difference of the match. Japan was keeping pressure and Korea was keeping the level, and when it matters, Japan did this 8 and Korea came with 10-10-10. And this is what the set system is about, is the delivering and doing the arrow when you need it.
There is so little room for error, so little margin for error in this sport, and it seems to be getting more and more that way, Juan Carlos.
You are totally right, Carl, and especially in the team competition. 4 sets are really tight and fast, and even Korea was very concerned when they came to Copenhagen if they could make the qualification for Olympic, and this is something unbelievable. Just 2 years ago, Korea, of course, will make the spot. Here they were not so sure, and they got it in men and women. They're very satisfied with that, but they have not the guarantees when they arrive here that they could make it.
Well, we should talk about that. Let's talk about the Olympic qualifying, Juan Carlos, while we have a chance between this bronze medal match and the gold medal match yet to come up. This was the first time that archers could come and qualify for Rio in 2016.
Yes, for Olympic Games 16 was the first Olympic qualification tournament or event, and we had 8 teams qualifying Recurve women, which is Brazil, of course, as a host country, China, Colombia, Georgia, India, Japan, and Korea. So, which means these teams have 3 archers already qualified, and Mexico, sorry. These teams have a quota place. Russia as well as a team, and then we have individual countries, which mean they have only one place, which is Austria, Germany, Indonesia, Italy, Poland, Chinese Taipei, Ukraine, USA. This is right now here, but then there's other ways to qualify. The continental qualifying events, which happen one in each continent from now to next year, May, and then in June we have the World Cup, the Archery World Cup in Antalya, which 3 teams can still qualify and 3 individuals. And when with this number happened and finished, we have the 3 wild cards, which is invitational access to the games, which makes the 64 that we need in Recurve women. So I repeat, for teams, we got Brazil, China, Colombia, Georgia, India, Japan, Korea, Mexico, and Russia with 3 archers for the games. And everybody has been talking this week about Rio 2016, and we have here the competition manager from Rio, which has been harassed for many questions. What about the Sambódromo, which is the iconic venue we will use? What about the test event that will happen in September? And we expect to have a great games. There's a lot of talking about the issues and late delivering, but in archery we feel very positive being in the venue that has been tested every year, and it's been tested with 200,000 or 300,000 people with the Carnival, the famous Carnival. So Sambódromo, the venue for archery in Rio 2016, and the test event coming in September.
What a relief for the people who were able to qualify here in Copenhagen. They know a year out now that they're going to be in Rio.
It's a huge difference to know that you have a quota place. The support, the fans is totally different than if you have to get the quota place during now until May next year.
All right, here we go. The women's team gold medal match. Usually we see South Korea. In fact, since 2003, South Korea has been in this gold medal match on 5 occasions out of the 6 opportunities. Italy snuck in there in 2011 in Torino, and they won the women's team gold medal back then. But here today, it is Russia taking on India, and the first team out of the King's Gate is the team from the Russian Federation, which had a strong week, registering 5-3 victories over Ukraine, a 6-0 win over Mexico, and then winning a tiebreaker against the Korean team that you just watched win a bronze medal. This Russian team comprised of Ina Stepanova. In the middle, Ksenia Perova, and on the left, Tuyana Dashidorjeva, a 19-year-old. So from left to right, it's Dashidorjeva, Perova, and Stepanova, the 3 archers from the Russian Federation, and today they will take on a equally strong team from India. India with a 5-3 victory over Germany earlier this week. Then they went up against Colombia and came away with a 6-2 win before going to a shoot-off against Japan and winning that shoot-off against Japan. So they make the long walk from the King's Gate out to the shooting line here at the Palace Square, Christianborg Palace in beautiful Copenhagen, Denmark, on an idyllic Sunday morning, beautiful Sunday morning, packed grandstands, Great atmosphere, great setting as we get set for the women's gold medal match. And let's meet the three archers from India who will be competing here today against the Russian Federation. Deepika Kumari, 21 years old, on your left. There's Deepika. Deepika, ranked 8th in the world, was #1 in the world back in 2012, and she'll be teaming up with Laxmarani Maji and Rimil Buriuli. Buriuli, 24 years of age, and Maji, 26 years of age. But clearly the leader of this Indian team is Deepika Kumari.
Deepika is a similar story than Kibo Bay in many sense. She has been struggling after London, and she was out of the team for a while, but came back very strong this year. She found the confidence back again, and she has been working really hard to go back to the international level that she deserves, and she has a great talent, young archer, and working very hard to get ready for Rio.
You're former Olympic archer. You know what it's like after the games. There's a little bit of a letdown, and it's tough to maintain that level of intensity, I think, for that period between the games you just competed in and the upcoming games.
Let's say depend of the result. If you did your goal and you did a good result, it's a different situation than if you fail and you feel like you lost an opportunity or you did really, really bad. So when there's a lot of expectation on yourself or your federation, on the people around, the media, the country, on your result, and you don't deliver it, it's a tough year afterward that you lost a lot of confidence, you don't understand why. There's so many things happen in Olympic. But when you deliver and you do much more than expected, it's a different situation. Probably it's a little bit of more relaxed. I did my job, and let's have a couple of months that even if you want to do something, no one let you.
Right.
You're going from sponsor to sponsor, from media to media, and then you focus again several months after. So in the case of Deepika, she has not a good result in London as expected. She expected to have much more. The federation and the country expected a medal, and she struggled a little bit to come back, but she's a tough and talented archer, and she's back.
And you can see it right there with that 10.
You can see determination, good form, confidence, decision. She has it all. The princess of
India. Yes. She tacks on the first 10 of this match for either of these teams, and her.
We can see as the first team also a bit on right. So it seems that the condition and the practice feel a bit different, because we have seen already 3 teams that the first arrows go a little bit on the right.
The practice field is behind the Christianborg Palace, back by the showgrounds for the Royal Stable of Horses.
90
steeds.
degrees different orientation.
Yes.
We tried to keep it parallel, same orientation, was not possible, and this is the prices we have to pay when we come to iconic places. Sometimes it's not possible to do what we would like to do. The only thing is it's fair for both teams. Both teams has the same situation.
Exactly. So right now, Russia's on a run of 9s. Stepanova starting off with a 9. Now here's Perova, Ksenia Perova, 28 years old, a student who's won 48 matches in her career, averages just about 9 per arrow, and comes up with another 9.
It's a good surprise. The Russian team, the women team, was not expected they would perform so well, and it's clear that for several years they have not been in the level that everybody expects, but they are back. They came like out of the sudden. We could not see it coming, and other teams could not see it coming, but Russia has always delivered good archers, and they were struggling in the last 5-6 years to deliver or to go on the level internationally that they used to be. But the Olympic preparation has helped them a lot, and they are looking forward for Rio. They are aiming to Rio.
Right now, Deepika Kumari aiming for that center circle, and she finds it. Some of the amazing architecture in the background here, making this such a tremendous setting. You saw that tower a moment ago. That's at the stock exchange here in Copenhagen, Denmark, as that shot lines up in the suburbs.
This is a present you don't want to give to another team, especially a team with the set system.
That's the first real true errant shot of the match for India. And a 10 would certainly help make up for that. And there you go, the 10 right there for Laxmarani Maji.
They get rid of this mistake. Here we see Deepika playing the role that Kibo Bay is playing in the Korean team. She's the one have the leadership. She's the one that has experience and put the team together. We see Stanislav Zabrowski, one of our best archers for many years, world record archer, world champion, coaching the Russian team since many years. He was coaching the Spanish team when I left Spain, and a coach with a lot of experience and who is used to deliver good result and medal. As we used to say, a tough guy.
A tough guy.
We can see the Falco Eye target. This is an electronic system we are using to get the results automatically by laser scanners, and we can define exactly the position of the arrow so accurate that we can see here the result system before the judges go to the target if there is a difference of millimeter when we have to make the closest to the center. It's a system that's going to be used in the Olympic Games, and we are starting to use it in more and more events.
There will always be the need for judges, though, right, Juan Carlos?
Always. You know, electronic and technology helps, but fails sometimes. So it's always the need to have the judge watching, and we are discussing the change of rule that we might adapt the electronic scoring as the score that is valid, and the archers might have the chance to challenge it, to have, like in tennis, the challenge, a couple of challenges to overrule if they feel it's not fair. But this is the future, and it's the present right now that will become more common in most of the important and international competitions.
It's amazing how technology is changing all sports, changing our entire world.
World Archery always trying to improve the sport and bringing technology. We are a modern sport with a lot of history, and that's what we are doing in our events, trying to bring technology to give more and more information to the audience, to the spectators and the media.
Perova paints the 8 ring. And Russia struggling right now here in this gold medal match against India.
As mentioned before, set system and team go very fast. You want to get the lead.
Dashidorjeva out in the 8 ring as well. Dashidorjeva vying for her first major medal. And she will go home with one. It's just a matter of which color it will be. There's the confidence of Deepika Kumari. You can see it in her eyes, but she
was not
veers off left.
We could see the reaction of the bow arm. Was not in the line to the target. It's a typical reaction when the archer, when the clicker sound, this metal piece that give information is in front of the point right now is hidden. When the clicker sound, this metal pass, the archer shoots. And when the sight is not perfectly centered on one side, archers have the tendency to correct it.
We need to get you a telestrator so you can show us on the screen exactly.
That's talking about technology.
Yes, that's technology.
The next thing
next
to
year.
come for next season.
Year.
Let's do this. Excellent expansion.
So despite that 8 to open up this set, India has a 1-point lead midway through this set, threatening to take a 4-0 lead in the match, the gold medal match.
Russia know they have to take the set. If not, they are in the hand of India.
Stepanova steps up.
We can see the timing and the decision of the archers make a big difference. When they shoot in a good time, you see action all the time, and a good decision most of the time is a 10. As soon as they start moving a little bit slower, hesitating, everything can happen. It's easy to say.
Too much time to think.
It's easy to say when we are here relaxed.
Oh, yes.
Archers there can have 120 to 140 pulse in the heart, and this adrenaline in the body make you think a little bit different.
Quick shot that time.
Yep.
Dashidorjeva in the 9 ring.
Quick shots avoid you to think too much what is happening. You are just in action.
27 would tie the set, split the points. 28 would give the 2 set points to India. Kumari, who had an 8 on her first shot of this set.
10. That's give a relief to the other 2 archers, because if this arrow is not a 10, the next archers know they have to deliver a 10. But now they change things. With the 10, you can feel more relaxed. I just need to put it in the yellow.
And I think they changed their rotation. I don't think that was Deepika Kumari with that shot.
Nope. Archers are allowed, the team are allowed to change the order of shooting,
yes.
And they used to do it to work in the strategy, in the tactic. And probably they wanted to have Deepika having the last arrow because they know it's make a difference.
Yes.
Correct.
So that first shot was by Laxmarani Maji. Muruyuli finished with a 9, and then now a 9 by Deepika Kumari.
This is where we can see that the coach know the archers and move them depending how the match is going. And in archery, there's not so much tactical strategy, but there is a little bit, and here we could see it.
And I think we'll see that in the upcoming match, in the men's bronze medal match with the United States. We saw that in Antalya with the United States, as Brady Ellison led off, and then he anchored.
Yep. Let's say that the team wanted to have Deepika, the most experienced archer, starting the match, starting the first arrow to make sure he's in the 10, in the middle. And then in this set, they knew that was very important to finish a good arrow, and they switched the position. Very smart. I can see that
It makes a lot of sense.
India is working as a team.
Good coaching, great shooting, great
coach,
preparation.
Any coach knows the weakness and the strength of the archer and has to play it in the right moment.
And you have to know who's mentally strong enough to take that last shot. So India shuffling the deck a little bit.
Probably this 7 that the previous archer shot feel the coach that she was not ready to make the fast or the important shot in the last arrow and switch.
Great look at the crowd here. Packed stands.
Fantastic.
You gotta love that.
I love it. I love it. We could see yesterday the spectators queuing to enter in the archery venue. It was a long queue. I took photos. It's amazing to see people coming to archery events and having the stands full.
Good coverage today in the local papers of Stefan Hansen and his victory in the men's compound yesterday. We'll talk more about that as this morning goes on. And Russia, with its back against the wall, comes out gunning. Dorjeva leads off with a 10.
They really need strong and good start. They need to put India pressure, because right now the pressure is on the Russia. India is waiting to see what's happened and knowing they have a 4-0 lead, which is a very comfortable lead.
Ksenia Perova, who did win a World Cup gold medal at stage 3 in Ogden back in 2012, fires a 9. And now here's Ina Stepanova. And Stepanova steps up as well. So much stronger shooting in a desperate situation for the Russian Federation.
Deepika back to the first to shoot.
Kumari, the gold medalist from Antalya 2012, former Olympian, begins this set with a 9 for India. Laxmarani Maji lets it fly, and it's a 9 as well.
We can hear the coach talk in the back, and archers very often don't listen exactly what to say, but it's a bit of support. You feel someone is behind, and you are not lonely in the shooting line, and give you a little bit more relaxed or confidence. So very often the instruction, you don't hear what it's saying, but you feel a familiar voice behind that gives you confidence.
Oh, you can see on the release right there, Juan Carlos.
Yes. She knew
She knew exactly as soon as she released.
And this is a sign of lack of focus. When she raised the bow to shoot, she was not focused enough to make it without thinking. So you start with a doubt, and this doubt is keep going in the shot until the release is not so good. Russia is doing the job. Strong shot, good grouping in the center.
They are painting that center circle right now and battling to get back into this match. Perova. Who just missed out on team and individual medals in London, plants that one in the 8 ring. That won't help. But a 10 right here from Stepanova would balance that out. She had a 10 on her last shot, and she comes close on this one.
But a good timing, good decision, good expansion. The shot was really good.
And so they have, for all intent and purposes, secured this set with those 56 points. 3 10s right here would still leave India 1 point short.
Yes, they know this set is done. They should just go back to good feeling of shoot. They know there's no way to go back, but they should end this set by feeling confidence they can do the next one.
String line check करके pool में finish shot कोई
Perhaps that will carry over to the next set.
She needed that, because after making a 7, you need to feel that you have done the mistake of the match, and that's all what you do. Now it's going back to center.
string line check करके
And Deepika finishes strong as well.
ठीक है कोई नहीं
So India will drop that set though.
ठीक है अपना बेस्ट
And the match tightens up just a little bit, and the Russian Federation avoids elimination by winning that third set. And the match now goes to 4-2 in favor of India. But now there's some hope, and there's something to talk about in that huddle.
What is interesting in this kind of situation is the mindset change a lot. You feel that you have very little chance, and they give you this opportunity, and now you believe you can do it and come back. So the confidence in the archers when they're in a match is changing a lot from arrow to arrow, depends how it goes and how your nerve or the anxiety or the adrenaline is working in your body and how much attention you put to it.
On the other hand, we were looking at Team India, and the body language was completely different.
Completely different. And we have seen it during the week that one set was really confident, say, wow, they're on fire, and the next one, like, what's happened? They're lost. And then they put them then together again, and the next set was really on fire again and confident. So the mindset and the attitude of the archers change during the match depending what's happening, how they feel. There's so much happening inside the emotion, the mind of the archer that we don't see. That is, it's amazing for the coaches how to work this when you don't know what is happening inside the archer.
Much like the roller coaster ride at the Tivoli Gardens.
Yes, of course, observing the body language, knowing your archer and seeing the certain attitude can help you to guess what is happening inside the mind and the fears they have or the confidence they have, the level of confidence.
Let's see if that confidence carries over now into the fourth set for the Russian Federation. Still trailing, but now down 4-2. Strong shot right there, almost inside the 10 ring.
As Taz was saying, had a show. Very good. Good shot.
Parova draws it back.
That's
Lands
hurt.
it on the line for an 8. You could see the difference on Parova's shot, especially when you look back and think back to the Koreans, how far back they brought that string, to the nose, to the chin. Parova just back to the chin. Difference in styles.
The form of the Russian compared to the Asian is a bit different, and we received some question online that what's the difference in forms and technique. The Asian technique is a bit getting the archers on line and working on expansion, not stopping too much at the anchor point, when the European is a bit more stopping the anchor point, getting reference and start again shooting. And we can see clear differences.
It's noticeable, yes.
Yes, you can see it. Both works. Both have the positive and negative, and what is important that the archers make it consistent and believe
in it.
And
Yes.
believe in it.
Yes.
कॉन्फिडेंटली एकदम पूल में फिनिश
Confidence is everything.
We can see the side how it's moving, but archers need to keep expanding.
Ah.
Because even moving is not about aiming, it's about the reaction and the expansion and coordination of the shot. And very often people believe that this is about an aiming, the accuracy is in aiming. No, the accuracy is in execution, in directing the shot to the center, not in fixing the sight in the center.
Laxmarani Maji warming up for her match this afternoon with that 10, and now followed up by Buruyuli with an 8.
You can start feeling the tension, eh?
Yes.
You can see the adrenaline, you can see the tension.
And there's tension on both sides.
Yes.
टाइम चेक करेगी ठीक है
India anxious to wrap this up. Russia anxious to keep this going. Another 9 by Tuyana Dashitorjeva, 19 years old. Now here is the more experienced Parova, ranked 77th in the world.
9.
Close.
I think it's a 9. Let's see what is happening.
That could be critical.
I think for us it's easy. We have a HD camera very close. We see the line. For the spotter, we see it there. It's challenging sometimes.
70 meters away. Stepanova. Can she find the center circle? Yes, she does.
That's a good one. That's putting pressure to India. They cannot miss this yellow, and they
No.
better make a couple of 10. Let's see. Remove the star. It was a 9.
India can wrap this up. They can win the match with 3 strong shots right here. Maji.
She was
Oh.
wrong. We could see that. You saw my face.
Yes.
I was feeling it. It's too long, not determined, not confident. She raised the ball without being focused.
2 10s will tie and split.
स्ट्रिंग लाइन सटा सटा के
and give India the 1 point India needs, but it's not going to happen.
We can see what we discussed before. The confidence is gone. The pressure is getting into them.
India
Russia managed to put them in a bad situation.
planted some doubt.
Yep.
And Deepika Kumari trying to hold it together. But right now, she needs some help from her two teammates.
She needs to put them together. They need to pull back in the present. They need to forget what's happened before and work in what you have to do now. Here we see top.
Easier said than done.
Yes. This is the time that you see the team is a team. When they support each other, when the one that feels weak feel that the team is behind and is not responsible of a bad result, but is just part of the team and can make a difference. And normally, the good team is the one that the weakest archer, the one that is not informed, is not as good as the other, is performing well. So the team difference is about the weakest one, if he can feel or she can feel confident and supported by the teammate.
So this gold medal match here on Recurve Sunday in Copenhagen is going to go right down to the wire. It was India winning the first two sets to jump out to a 4-0 lead. Then Russia came back, won the third set, cutting that lead in half, and won the fourth set as well to tie it up at 4 points apiece. This next set could determine the outcome. Of course, we could go to a shoot-off. That's always a possibility as well. If they tie in this set, it will go to a shoot-off.
We love shoot-off.
We do love shoot-offs.
Not sure if the archers love it so much, but
We saw a great one yesterday in the men's gold medal match.
It's dramatic, it's exciting. It's what is sport about.
Yes, it's got the fans on the edge of their seat.
The drama.
Everybody on edge right now. The pressure is on. Both India and the Russian Federation, although you have to think the Russian Federation is feeling a little bit better. They're coming on strong, and the momentum has definitely shifted right now.
Correct. We could see the technician for Falco Eye calibrating the system to make sure that this arrow, we are really accurate. Judge is giving indication that the field is ready and we can shoot.
The Russian Federation ready to go. Stepanova, Parova, Dashidorjeva.
We can hear the heart beating from our sport presentation team to give a bit more drama even to
And
this.
how fast are those hearts beating, Juan Carlos?
When you are there, it's too fast.
It's 1,000,000 miles an hour right now. The trick is to slow that heart rate down. Dashidorjeva!
Wow, that's a good way.
What a start here in the fifth end.
Confidently.
You know, first we have to see the difference of point, but if they have the same points, we have to measure the distance to the center from the closest of each team. So this time was pretty close and good for the Russian team.
So we're tied in the tiebreaker.
Tying the score, but Russia is closer to the center. Let's see first how the score ends, and then if a measurement is needed.
Parova. Trying to put it in the center of the circle.
Silence in the stadium, silence here.
स्ट्रिंग लाइन चेक करके स्ट्रिंग लाइन चेक करके सटा के दे दीजिए कॉन्फिडेंटली
Everybody holding their breath as the second shot for Russia.
Definitely she
Or
is
for
not
India,
confident.
excuse me. Wound up in that 8 ring.
Good face. Good timing.
Stepanova sticks it in the 9 ring.
So, all depend of Deepika making a 10 and make it in the X ring.
Right, a better 10.
Make a 10, make it in the X, or you get a silver.
स्ट्रिंग लाइन चेक करके
Will it be silver or will it be gold for India?
एक
It will be a silver for India. Russian Federation comes all the way back, forces a shoot-off, and in that shoot-off they win by 1, 28-27. Another thrilling comeback here at the World Championships.
They did something amazing. They came back from a 4-0 and putting pressure to the team that was already more or less winning the match. and came to a shoot-off and did it in the arrow closer to the center, but also the score. So the score made the shoot-off going to Russia. Excellent match. Great work, great comeback.
A brilliant, brilliant effort by the Russian Federation. India got off to that great start and just could not come up with the answer to put the match away. When they had it in their grasp, it slipped away. But give the Russian Federation all the credit in the world. They didn't give up. They didn't give in. They kept fighting back. And it was one shot at a time, Juan Carlos, that got them back into the match.
And they trust. You could see they were confident. Even when they were losing by 4-0, in the faces you could see they trust they could do or they could shoot better.
So they win 28-27 in that shoot-off, and they win the match 5-4. And the Russian Federation will go home with the gold medal. India takes the silver, and if you're just joining us, it was Korea capturing the bronze medal as they defeated Japan by the count of 5-1. But a great gold medal match for the ladies here on the Palace Square in Copenhagen, Denmark. Capital of Denmark, population of about 1,000, and we've got, or excuse me, 1 million. 1 million. I was thinking of the thousands that we have out here. Here's some of the great footage that you were talking about from Hit the Roof Productions. Look at that arrow in flight.
You see how it's twisting, which is a paradox we call in archery, and it's turning at the same time. And we can see when it's twisting and turning and it's not losing the direction to the target, when it's not going left to right, it's a good tuning. And when it's going a little bit turning on the right or turning on the left, the tuning could be improved. Fantastic shot in a super slow motion camera.
And great reaction. Great reaction shots. The joy, the jubilation for the Russian Federation, which joins other nations like, well, South Korea and Italy. In fact, they're in a select fraternity, or sorority, I should say, right now. There's only a couple of countries that have won gold medals since the turn of the century. France being one of them, Italy being another, and primarily South Korea. So congratulations to the women from the Russian Federation on their stunning and stirring come-from-behind win in the shoot-off against India. Now we'll go to the men's matches, the men's bronze and gold medal matches coming up here on a gorgeous Sunday morning. And actually, the lighting this morning is very even lighting. I think it's very favorable for good scoring.
It's fantastic day. There's no excuse or no reason to not make all 10-10-10 out of yourself. It's not the weather affecting. The wind is very kind, and we have protection of the building on the left side, and the right side is a bit open, but it's not affecting really. It's a meter per second. We see here.
There's a good look at Frederick the Seventh, who was the last absolute monarch of Denmark. He ruled, he was the king from 1848 to 1863, and he established the parliament, which is now housed in Christianborg Palace in the background right here in our shot. And that's why he has a statue out in front of Christianborg Palace. He was able to establish the parliament and do away with absolute monarchies. See, that's all you have to do to get a statue.
I'm sure it was not easy.
We'll have a statue for you, Juan Carlos.
Thank you very much. I hope not in front of the World Archery office. Let's say that we are in the heart of the city. We were here in 2009, the World Cup final in Nyhavn, with a platform under the water, over
the canal.
On the canal in the port. And we are very glad to be back in Copenhagen, a beautiful city, lovely people. We have not been very fortunate during the week on the weather, but this weekend has been fantastic.
The weekend's been fantastic.
And being in the heart of the city allow us to not only bring spectators and have it full, but people around seeing it. We have thousands of people came back, stayed, watched a bit the screen that is open to the public, and asked, what is this? An archery. Archery, fantastic. And they stay a couple of hours just watching the screen because the stands are full.
And it's great exposure. And you are in the heart of the city. There's shopping districts and restaurants all around this area. So a wonderful location for this tremendous World Championship event, which now moves on to the men's team bronze medal match. And this is Chinese Taipei taking the field of battle here on the Palace Square at Christianborg Palace. Chinese Taipei scoring 5-1 win over Ukraine this week. Then beating the Netherlands 5-3 before losing a shoot-off to the team from Italy, which we'll see momentarily in the gold medal match. Now we'll meet the three archers from Chinese Taipei, who will be shooting this morning here in Copenhagen. Competing for Chinese Taipei, Kuo Cheng-wei, Wang Ho-che, and Yu Guanlin. Yu Guanlin, a 21-year-old, ranked 37th in the world. Wang Ho-che, a 22-year-old student. And Kuo Cheng-wei, the 31-year-old veteran who's ranked 22nd in the world. And they'll be taking on the team from the United States of America. The USA beating Canada 6-2 earlier this week, then going on to knock off Australia 6-0 before losing to Korea 5-1. This team lost the team bronze medal at stage 2 in Turkey 2 months ago to the team from France. But keep in mind, Brady Ellison, who is coming out right now, Brady Ellison was on the team that won a gold medal at the World Championships in Belek 2 years ago. Did that with Jake Kaminsky and Joe Fanchin. Now, Brady Ellison has 2 new teammates to work with, 2 new youngsters. The big tall kid on the left, that's Colin Klimacek, a 19-year-old out of Texas. That's Zach Garrett in the middle, a 20-year-old. And of course, the old guy on the right is Brady Ellison, the 2014 gold medalist at the World Cup Finals in Lausanne.
Yes, experienced team, and let's say that both teams have qualified for Rio 2016, so they achieved the first mission of this event, getting the team quota places for Rio, and now it's about the title, about the bronze medal match, and go back home with 2 successes, the medal and the Olympic qualification.
Be interesting to see if the United States continues to do what they did in Turkey 2 months ago. They do have Brady Ellison leading off. We'll see if he anchors as well.
They got the most experienced one, but having said that, Zach has a great season this year. So they have a strong team. They're building a team for Rio. They really want to get a medal there.
Colin Klimacek, about 6'7" tall.
Good job.
Out to the left.
Go, Colin.
And now Zach Garrett, the 20-year-old who's ranked 53rd in the world. Didn't get that bronze medal in Antalya. Would love to get it here at the World Championships.
But nice form, and he has been delivering a very good season this year.
Nice result.
Consistent, nice result, very confident. He knows what he's doing, and he's working hard to get better. And I can see that for Rio, he will be one of the top archers there.
Chinese Taipei with an 8 on the first shot for Chinese Taipei. Kuo Cheng-wei watching on in the background as his teammate shoots a 7.
We can see they are a bit nervous. They're not confident as they should be. We can compare with previous teams when it's the first end, as much more determined. Of course, here we have the most experienced archer of the team.
Mr. Kuo.
In the team since many, many years. I saw him first time in the University World Championship, and this time already he was a great archer, and now he's one of the most experienced in the team.
USA with a 4-point lead midway through the first set. And Klimacek with an 8. Kisik Lee in the coach's box.
One of the most successful coaches who deliver many medals in different countries, and now in the US.
Zach Garrett with a 9.
Go, Brady.
So a pair of 9s for Zach here in the opening set. And Brady Ellison, as we expected, moves back into the anchor spot as the bells toll here at high noon in Copenhagen, Denmark. And another 9. So a solid first set for the USA.
They have a good start. They have a solid start. I don't see a way that Chinese Taipei can come back.
We would take 3 straight 10s to tie this set, split the set points. But that will not happen now.
So now is the time that they have to get a good feeling of the shot, to build the confidence in each of the archers, to know that in the second set they have what is needed to come back.
You could see Yu Guan Lin immediately adjusting his sight. Now a much better shot by Wang Hoche, the 22-year-old who picked up this sport in 2004, made his international debut in 2009 in Ogden after his first medal. Wo Cheng Wei, who was 8th at the London Olympics, drifts out into the 8 ring. So it was academic at that point. The United States had, for all intent and purposes, wrapped up the set and picked up the first 2 set points. And so the United States 3 points better in that set, 54-51. And as the result, they'll pick up the 2 set points and take the early lead in this match. United States trying to go home with the medal. Of course, yesterday, Crystal Gauvain picked up a silver medal in women's compound. And now, Brady Ellison waving to the crowd. Brady's in his element right now out here.
Brady loves the pressure. Brady loves the crowd.
He likes the spotlight and the cameras.
Of course, and probably he has good friends, many friends or family on the crowd. So
I'm sure.
We can see the stands behind the archer, which is reserved for the athletes. We have 630 athletes here. The record of participation, more than 100 countries that came to this World Championship. Also record in countries participating in the World Championship. And we had not enough seats for all of them here. So there's been a bit discussion for the archers, say we would like to have a seat, and we have only 200 seats reserved here. And there were 450 who wanted to come. Luckily, they are finding the ways to accommodate itself, and some of them watch the match, another one have a drink, and they rotate. But the stands here behind the archers is reserved for the other athletes being here.
What do you expect for 2017 Mexico City? Bigger, better?
Bigger stands, 4,000. We have the organizers here as observers and taking good notes what has to be improved. They will have also iconic venue, but indeed they will be planning for more spectators, 4,000 to 4,500 spectators seated.
And perhaps over 700 participants, athletes?
We could see, yes. We have been very surprised by the increase of participation, both in quality and number of archers and in number of countries. 100 countries at the World Championship, when we could look like just 2 World Championships back, and there were about 70 or 65. So our development department is doing well. Our member association are doing pretty well, and archery is doing pretty well.
Yes. It's amazing to see how far it's come since 1931.
So it's clear they came back with more confidence. It's a totally different team that we saw in the first set. You can see what we discussed before. From one set to another one, things can change just in the attitude of the archer and the way to shoot. They are much more here, they are much more confident, and they deliver the result that is expected.
The 2 younger archers each shooting 9s, and the Wo Cheng Wei with a 10, Brady Ellison with a 9, and the U.S.
I like K6, no bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Could have been better, but not bad. Now Klimacek, who won an individual bronze in Antalya, picked up 2 silver medals in Yankton at the Youth World Championships, an individual and team medals, and then had a team silver medal at the Pan Americans. It's been a good summer for him.
The U.S. team, a good combination of experience and youth, and of course always very competitive.
That one got away from Zach Garrett. And as the result, the advantage goes to Chinese Taipei right now here in the second set, as Chinese Taipei tries to tie the matchup at 2 points apiece. Yu Guanlin, 37 years old. He's faced Brady Ellison before, lost 7-3 in Shanghai at stage 1 this year.
And he's using the Pila sunglasses. Glasses that has been adapted for archery with the special colors to see the target in different shapes, and has been very successful. It's coming very strong to the archery world, and many archers are using it, and it's one of the World Archery sponsors.
Whoa, Wang Hoche in the sweet spot. Wo Cheng Wei with a 9.
Fantastic group, all inside the yellow.
So it's not out of the realm of possibility for the United States to tie up this set and split the set points, but they'll have to run off a string of 3 straight 10s.
They got the first one.
Could be the first. Colin Klimacek out of Texas.
We can see his breathing is nervous, but the shot was very calm and secure and safe.
Zach Garrett appears serene, trying to make up for that 7.
He did a 9.
Better effort.
But
Good practice.
very good, solid shot, a good expansion.
But regardless of what Brady Ellison does with this shot right here, Chinese Taipei is going to take this set and pick up the 2 set points to tie the match, 2-all.
10 liner in the line. Good grouping. Just 1 arrow, and that's what makes the difference in this set.
And again, that goes back to what we talked about before. That margin for error is so slim. It's who makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win.
There's no way to relax in the team match in set system. Every arrow count to the maximum. A little mistake gives a lot of opportunities, which is not happening in the individual. With 5 sets, you have more time to come back if a mistake happens. In the team, 4 sets is really, really fast and short, and you have to be focused all the arrows. We see the discussion of Brady with the team. As mentioned before, it's very important the team feels supported, and the one that has to make a bad shot or didn't shoot as expected feels supported and feel that he's not responsible of losing the set. It's just one bad arrow from the full team, and he can be the one making difference to win it later.
Yeah, the dynamics and the chemistry play a big, big part in team competition. And it was interesting because Zach Garrett was off by himself, kind of
Let him think.
letting him think, yeah.
When you work with other archers and you know what they need, some archers need to have a space and go to their own cave and analyze and come back, or some need really to have someone talking and say, "Come on, guys." So when they know each other, is the way that they interact much better and know what is the best in this short time. It's not so much to do to try to change his mindset, and for sure, these 3 archers have trained a lot and they know what they need.
So with the match tied at 2-all, Brady Ellison leads off for the red, white, and blue. Comes very close, but it's just outside that 10 ring.
Very, very close, but the shot was very good.
Brady, of course, who won 3 stages in 2011 on the World Cup Tour and then won a World Cup gold medal at the finals in Istanbul.
Colin did a good shot there. He looked very secure with himself. He looked so confident. He has seen his face and his attitude. He's in the game.
Yep.
As is Zach Garrett. He's back in the game.
He came back from the cave.
Yes.
He came stronger.
Came down from the mountain.
Came stronger.
Had a little talking to with himself. Work things out.
You know, this comeback has to be trained. When you have a bad shot, you have to train how to focus, put yourself together, and come back in 20, 30 seconds with a good shot.
Go, go.
And it is so difficult to do. We see it in all sports, and especially here in this sport. It's so difficult.
And this is called concentration. You focus in what matters, in what make a difference.
You play forward.
Not in everything. Very often we focus in things that really don't help, and it's not making any difference.
You can't change the past.
You have to learn to concentrate and focus on what matters. We all focus in something. The important thing is to know what you have to focus to make you shoot a good shot and be in the action, not being in the passive way or thinking what could happen if I make the shot bad.
Kuo Cheng Wei with a chance to tie up this set. Can't do it. Doesn't do it. And the USA with a 1-point edge halfway through this set. Klimacek connects.
He's on fire. He has, each arrow has been a good arrow. He's really focused.
And getting a lot of encouragement from Brady Ellison.
Zach having the point of the arrow really in the clicker. Very good full draw.
Zach Garrett
Eight
trying
high.
to zero in, but it sails high on him. Up into the 8 ring.
We could hear Kisik saying that 8 high.
And Ellison really needs a 10 right here. Instead, it's a 9. The Americans are very vulnerable right now.
We could see there were so many arrows that our TV team decided to get the side view because from the back view they were so close that we could miss some of the arrows. We could not spot it well.
Yu Guanlin, 21 years old. Big time shot.
Timing was fantastic. No time to think. Just action.
Wang Huche, after his first medal.
Wow.
Almost dead center.
Wow.
Strikes gold.
With a 9 they get it. They get this advantage.
Guo
In the
Cheng
set.
Wei.
They got
So
it.
there's the 9. And that gives them a 1-point victory here in this set. So they pick up the 2 set points and they forge ahead in the match and lead it 4-2 now. So Chinese Taipei, falling behind 2-0 to start this match, has won the next 2 sets and now leads it 4-2. And they have painted the United States into a corner. The USA is going to have to fight their way out of it to keep this match going and try to force a shoot-off. Can't afford to split the set, have to win this next set, and then hope they get it to a shoot-off against Chinese Taipei.
He just saw a great kid who is following Brady all around the world. He was there in Belek, he was there in the World Cup final in Istanbul. This kid with his mother is following Brady wherever he goes. He's a fan of Brady Ellison, and it's good to see him here in the stands, supporting Brady and having fun in archery.
So Brady Ellison's got groupies.
He's a celebrity in archery.
He's a rock star.
Many people follow him Facebook, whatever he does. Yes,
And
he's
right
one
now-
of our stars.
And if the USA is going to come back, they're going to have to follow his lead, you would think. Meanwhile, Chinese Taipei trying to win a team bronze medal at the World Championships for the first time since 2007 when they accomplished that feat in Leipzig.
Beautiful view of our cable cam, seeing the venue, seeing the setup, beautiful setup.
The bird's eye view.
And we could see that car, was your car parked there?
Yes, yes. The rolls? Yes.
It was a Kia. our
Oh, it's a
sponsor.
Kia.
Good start. US need to start solid to put pressure on the Chinese Taipei.
Klimacek. Another 9.
Both a little bit on the right.
Just the left hand. Let's go left hand.
Now Zach Garrett. And Zach struggling with his shot.
Good gripping a little bit on the right.
相信自己哦。
So Chinese Taipei only needing a split in this set. And you see the glasses right there
Beautiful view of the field of play from the grasses.
in his reflection. Yu Guanlin.
very,
右脚加油。
very steady sides, not moving at all.
节奏哈，专心哦，相信自己哦，力量感做。
Now Wang Hoche, who's got limited experience on the international stage, 6 World Cup events in his career,
对，
but no medals as of yet.
可以可以可以，OK OK。
Trying to change that. He shoots a 9. Now,
It's
here's the
a-
question. What does Guo Cheng Wei come up with?
对，嘿，哎
Very
哎，
nice.
这样这样。
Very nice shot, good line, good expansion, good timing. This is the way to shoot an arrow.
Sinks it into the 10 ring. And Chinese Taipei moves ahead by 2 midway through what could be the final set. Klimacek continues the string of 9s.
can see the
Exhales.
pressure.
Yes.
Archers, when you look them in TV, it looks like, wow, his eyes. And inside, he's on fire.
Sometimes you have to remind them to breathe.
Liner 9,
9。
low. We used to call this a 9 at 6 o'clock. We use it the clock, the time in the clock, to indicate where the arrow is going.
So the USA with 53 points, and Chinese Taipei needs just 26 points on their next 3 shots to claim this medal. So an uneasy feeling on the American side. Meanwhile, Chinese Taipei excited about the prospects here. Yu Guanlin drills it.
Will be very difficult that they don't get it. Starting with a 10, knowing that you need a 26. Make a life easy for the other 2 archers. You know you have to make just a simple, easy shot.
Solid fundamental shot. On Ho Che. Leaving Kuo Cheng Wei needing just 6 to win. And there it is. It's a 9. It's a victory, and Chinese Taipei comes back after falling behind early to win the bronze medal.
An excellent grouping. You have seen all in the yellow. Good grouping, solid shot. Chinese Taipei did a great World Championship in the qualification. They were leading their championships over Korea for half of the competition. It's clear that the federation is doing a good job. They have professional archers, professional coaches, and a league that is starting soon to make them more experienced in top level and stressful competition. So Chinese Taipei coming very strong and definitely one of the teams to look for Rio 2016.
And we'll see more of Chinese Taipei coming up this afternoon in the mixed team and individual sessions as well. They've got a shot at 2 more medals today.
Correct. I say the federation is doing a great job, and archery is very strong in Chinese Taipei and all Asia, but they are putting archery in this position that is one of the teams that we expect to see winning medals whatever competition they go. US, of course, disappointed. They expected more, but as I said before, it's a very good team, a talented team. It's a good combination of youth, talent, and experience, and definitely a team that is working hard for Rio 2016 and can try to keep this medal, the silver medal they got in London 2012, or even go for the gold.
And hoping that the experience that younger archers like Klimacek and Zach Garrett, the experience that they're getting in situations like this will help them down the road.
Definitely. Getting this experience here in this type of venue with TV, live spectators, it's helping you to perform better than Olympic. In London 2012, we realized that most of the top 8 in any position, individual team, has been doing this World Cup circuit and get experience with TV and with spectator, with camera, spectator, and the pressure. So you have to come to top events. You have to come to events that you have finals with TV and spectators to be able to deliver good result in the games.
And wasn't that the thinking all along in the beginning, Juan Carlos, to create this type of tour so that when the Olympics came around, the athletes would be ready for this type of setting and this type of atmosphere and this type of pressure?
Let's say it was not the initial idea. The main goal was to put more archery on TV during the year, to deliver more competition to TV and to have more visibility. But of course, that was one of the side effects of collateral damage, meaning that as we have more events, as we put them on TV, as the archers have 6 to 8 opportunities in a year to experience this kind of high top level competition with TV cameras, with media pressure, with spectators, as a result happen that they are more prepared for the games when this pressure is there.
So when they get to the Sombodoro, they'll have, in a sense, been there before.
Correct. You are used to have cameras moving close to you. You are used that feeling that everybody's steering to you, and you feel very lonely. Shooting, focus on the target, and feeling that 2,000 or 6,000 people are watching to you.
And millions watching around the world on TV.
That's right. I never thought about that.
Yeah, there's that too. And a lot of people will be watching this men's team match right now, this men's team gold medal match, the final match of the morning, and we are looking forward to it. Italy, winners of 3 straight shoot-offs against India, the People's Republic of China, and Chinese Taipei. Out there on the field first, Mauro Nespoli, David Pasqualucci, and of course, the legendary Michele Frangilli. And they will take on the team from Korea. This should be a battle royale. Korea getting past Poland in a shoot-off earlier this week, then scoring a 5-1 win over Spain and a 5-1 win over the United States. Led out of the King's Gate by Kim Woo-jin, the 23-year-old, whom we shall see in the gold medal match against Rick van der Ven later on this afternoon. He's teamed up today with Kuban Chan and, of course, the incomparable Oh Jin-hyuk. So what a powerhouse lineup for Korea, but of course, that's a powerhouse lineup for Italy as well.
It is. Italy loves to shoot against Korea, and Korea likes very much to shoot against Italy.
They're looking forward to it right there. There's Kim Woo-jin on your right, Kuban Chan in the middle, and on the left, Oh Jin-hyuk. Oh Jin-hyuk, of course, the Olympic champion in 2012. Kuban Chan has had his share of great moments in the spotlight, and Kim Woo-jin has been outstanding as well. So, Korea on target number 1, Italy on target number 2. Let the games begin.
All of them very experienced archers. All of them has been in many finals. What we talked before about the pressure of cameras and spectators is nothing to do with these guys. They are used to this, they like it, they play with it, and they feel like at home. That's one
they
more
embrace
day.
It.
It's one more day in the office for them.
Sure.
Mario Nespoli here.
Mauro Nespoli, the 27-year-old Olympic gold medalist.
Relaxed face. This is a good indication.
He's
that
focused.
He's focused, he's in the zone. No question.
And Kim Woo-jin will lead off for Korea. 23 years old, ranked 3rd in the world, was number 1 back in 2011. Now that's a surprise. But again, getting used to the setting, adjusting to this field here on the Palace Square. Kuban Chan now.
We all expect this to be a great match. It's the match of today, this morning.
Mr. O, number 1 in the world back in March, now 6th in the world, just turned 33. Another 10.
Remember what we said before on the right. It's still there. Definitely you have to look on the ranking in the practice field. It's not the same condition, and coaches should have seen this before coming here after several matches starting all on the right, which is not the case of Italy.
No, Mauro Nespoli starts off left. David Pasqualucci, 19 years of age.
The less experienced one of the 6 archers here.
Good grouping. 10 right here would tie the first setup. Michela Frangilli became a legend when he wrapped up that gold medal for Italy in London back in 2012.
With his particular style of shooting, and it's not a good start for Michele and for the Italy team.
Tension running high here.
Here we have Kim,
And Mr. Kim with a 7.
which equal Michele's shot. So give him a bit of air, a bit of space to Italy to try to get these 2 first set points. You can see a beautiful line of Ku.
Kuban Chan coming through. His second 10 of the day.
Hinyek, not only a great archer, great person, always happy to talk to other archers. I've seen him in different competition. Very accessible, very great guy, very humble, excellent champion, excellent role model.
And a distinctive style of shooting.
He has been explaining how he sees archery in one of our videos in the Archery Fan Reporter program. Go to YouTube and you see what he thinks about how to shoot properly an arrow. And he works very much with his shoulder. He thinks shoulder is the important part to take care of.
Mauro Nespoli in almost the exact same spot as his first arrow. Italy needing 2 10s right here to tie the set. Pasqualucci under pressure, and it's a 6.
Here with experience play a role. This is probably for him the biggest event he has been with so much pressure, and you have to deal with this. It's now very important that the team work with them, the team members and the coach, to put him back in confidence and not make him feel responsible of this set that probably they are going to lose.
That's more characteristic of Michela Frangilli, that shot right there. Yet the bottom line shows a 54-50 advantage for Korea here in this opening set.
And we
And
can see
Korea takes the lead.
we can see the coach of Italy, Vitze van Alten from the Netherlands, coaching the team several years, doing a great job with the transition of the experience and all the archers that were in the Italian team with the renovation of the youngest one and try to make this team work efficiently to try to get a medal in Rio.
Italy living on the edge all week long. 3 straight shoot-offs to get into this gold medal match. They won those 3 straight shoot-offs, and in fact, in one of those shoot-offs, the judges had to go to the 3rd arrow to determine the outcome.
Historical moment. I've never seen this before. That the first arrow, they did the same score, and you have to go close to the center. Both arrows close to the center were exactly the same distance.
Same spot.
Same spot. So
Same
we have
spot.
to go to the second arrow, which normally when all the shoot-off got clarified and clear. But
What are the odds that it could be the same spot?
But it's happened.
It happens. It happens again.
And the third arrow, the difference was a millimeter.
That much.
That much. So it was amazing. We never reached this part, and
So if you had taken the 2 target faces and laid one over the other, the arrows would have aligned. Almost,
not
almost
the same
perfectly.
hole, but the distance was the same. Incredible, never happened before, and there's always a first time.
Down 2-0, Nespoli.
A good start. He moved aside. The 2 arrows were on the left. He made a little click. He felt the shot was good. He looked relaxed. He looked focused. All depends of Daniele. He's the less experienced one, and he needs the support to make this.
Pasqualucci needed that. He's been in the top 10 in 3 events at stage 2 in Antalya 2 months ago. So he's highly competitive.
Definitely the level he has is the experience. To be there in this situation and with your heart bombing like crazy and keeping your mind, your focus in what matters. To be in the Italian team, you really have to be a good archer. So no doubt that he has the talent, he has the level. It's just the experience what you need here to manage critical moments positively.
And the only way to get the experience is to
be there.
To be in moments like this. So that one drifts out into the 8 ring.
That's
For
good for
Kim Woo-jin.
good for Italian interest, not good for the Korean interest.
Koo Ban-chan. Koo Ban-chan. A terrific archer, ranked 5th in the world. Won the gold medal at stage 1 in Shanghai back at the beginning of May, where he defeated Kim Woo-jin.
And here we have our Olympic champion. Nice expansion, and 9 at 12 o'clock.
Oh Jun-hyuk, who has worlds of experience. In fact, was a silver medalist at the World Championships in Torino back in 2011. Now back to Nespoli.
Still on the left. Another click on the side. He's smiling.
Yes, I'm
He's
going to get this eventually. I'm going to get this.
3 arrows on the left in the same spot on the 9.
Life is a series of adjustments.
But he's doing a micro adjustment. Come on, Nespoli. Make it 2 clicks instead of 1.
So that's 3 straight 9s after the 10 by Pasqualucci on his first shot. He comes back with a 9 on his second shot. And here's Michela Frangilli out in the 8 ring.
Ooh, 2 points also touching. It's a bit on the left and a little low. Both archers had made the adjustment in the side, which means they feel that the shot was properly done.
Usually the Korean team does not bypass an opportunity like this.
Nope.
They usually take advantage of it, and they can right now in these next two shots by Kubon Chan and Woo Jin Hyuk. Two strong shots, and they'll take this set. There's one of them. Kubon Chan, who won gold at the Asian Grand Prix last year.
With an 8, they will get 1 set point. With a 9, they get this set.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. He releases and clinches the set by 1 point.
It's a good, comfortable lead. 4-0 does not mean that it could finish like we saw before.
Right. But you can see where that one small mistake by Italy. It was a solid set by Italy. Just one arrow that they like to have back. So that one arrow cost them the set.
You give a little window, a little space.
Just enough.
They can take it. Especially Korea.
Give them an inch, they take the mile. And Korea moves ahead 4-0 here in the men's gold medal match for the 2015 Archery World Championships. Along with Juan Carlos Holgado from the World Archery Federation, I'm Carl Arky, and we hope you're enjoying our live shot-by-shot coverage here in Copenhagen, Denmark on a Sunday morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. We have great matches coming up this afternoon as well, and mixed team and individual gold and bronze medal matches. So much more in store here on Archery TV. Now the question is, what will Italy do? Do they have enough to come back? But they've got to take it one step at a time, one shot at a time.
This is the moment to prove it. But even if they come back, then they have to do it again. And they have to do it again.
Again in a shoot-off.
So it's a really high road and deep road they have to go. A big mountain they have to climb. Of course, they have talent and level to do this, but for sure Korea is not going to give it easy. I love this shot, Carl. You see the archer, the field of play, you see the sunglasses.
Hi, David.
I'm not sure Nesboli's in love with his shot.
Nope.
Pasqualucci.
There is no way to give them pressure to Korea like that. And if you don't give them pressure, they deliver the level they are used to deliver.
Bravo.
Dead quiet here on the Palace Square. The crowd waiting for Italy to make a charge. As of yet, we have not seen it.
I would say it's a 7. It's very close to the line, but I think there's space there.
If Korea shoots the way that they're capable of, it may be an academic point.
Wow, liner. This is tough to call. I would say it's a 10.
Did it catch? I think
would
it caught.
say yes, yeah.
I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Kubon Chan leaves no doubt.
You know, since several years, my spotting is becoming much better than my shooting. I'm not missing the spotting part, but I'm missing the shooting part.
Oh, no, I've seen you. I've seen you. You can still hit the target.
I hope so. For the health of the judges.
We can't guarantee what part of the target, which ring, but we know you can reach that target.
You were supposed to be my friend. But spotting, I'm pretty good. So I would say the 7 is a 7, but the 9, I expect to be a 10. Let's see.
Finally, Mauro Nespoli finds the sweet spot.
Good, Mauro. No more side touching adjustment.
Might be too little too late.
You got it.
Pasqualucci trying to prove a point.
Nice shot. Now the time of Michele.
And Frangili, who won gold and silver at the 2003 World Championships in New York City,
Excellent
finishes
shot.
off strong.
Beautiful one. This is the Michele we know. Solid shot, good timing, not emotion, half smiling. You can see the string perfectly in the chin and the face.
Look how they have it anchored.
X.
Oh, almost X marks the spot. Almost an X. Kim Woo-jin warming up for his gold medal match this afternoon against Rick Vanderben. Kuban-chan. Oh,
Even closer.
whatever you can do, I can do better.
This is Korea on fire.
They are on a roll. 6 to win. Oh Jin-yuk could probably get it done with his eyes closed. 9 points, that's all they need. 9 is enough. And Korea, in a commanding performance here in the gold medal match, sweeps Italy, wins 3 sets in a row. No drama, no suspense, just a commanding performance by Korea to pick up the gold medal. And so Korea will win the gold medal for the 6th time since the turn of the century.
Good. It is difficult to get the medal from Korea if you are not really putting them all in the yellow. And we have seen that many of the archers are using sunglasses, and when it's a dark day and it's not too much sun, the sunglasses used to be in a light color, and you have seen several of them using the blue sunglasses, which give a bit more open vision. When it's a lighty day, they go to a different colors to see a bit dark. So this is playing a role nowadays, changing the sunglasses colors depending the day that you have.
The lighting situations, but when it comes right down to it, the ability to put that arrow where they want to put it.
Nothing to do with the color of sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's about a strong shot, a good level,
Skill,
good
talent,
focus.
preparation, all of those things. And Korea has done it for many years. So now there's been 8 World Championships held since the turn of the century. And the team from Korea has won 6 men's gold medals at the World Championships.
They used to do not struggle too much in the World Championships, but a little bit more in the Olympic Games. We can see the super slow motion shot right now. It's a beautiful shot. We see the twisting, we see the turning, we see the paradox of the arrow. Fantastic shot for our TV team. Hit the roof, Archery TV. Putting archery in the home of everybody, and you can see from inside what is happening.
So our morning matches have been completed. The team competition is in the books. And we'll get set for the presentation of the medals. As once again, we give you a good look at Frederick VII.
We have announced before we talk about Olympic qualification women. Should we do this for the men as well?
We should.
Okay, so here in this World Championship, we have qualified the teams of Australia, Brazil, via China, Spain, Italy, Korea, Netherlands, USA, and Chinese Taipei. And these teams have 3 archers already qualified. And individually, for just 1 archer, we have Canada, Colombia, Germany, Indonesia, India, Japan, Ukraine, and Venezuela. So those countries has already quota places, and the rest have to try to get some in the Olympic qualifying events, continental events, or the last one for those countries has no place at all in our World Cup next year in June in Antalya, where 3 teams will be added and 3 individuals in men and women. So that's the situation, and that's a big difference for those that have an Olympic quota place to prepare next season, because the fans are there, the support are there, and you can focus for the game. For those that have still to get a quota place, a place in Olympic, it's a different story, because they need to get this fund and they still need to fight, and it's not the same situation.
So it's been a good week for the teams you just mentioned right there. A lot of work has gotten accomplished and is done. And as you said, now that's out of the way. They don't have to worry about that. And they've got the full year ahead of Rio.
Correct.
And they can focus on what they really want to focus on, which is getting better.
Getting prepared for the games, getting the team ready. And you know that you have this place, so you have the fans, you have the support, and you plan the season completely different. add that if you don't have it, then you have to plan it for a qualification in January and another one in June.
That really does dictate to you.
Dictates a lot. You, your team, your competition that you participate, your preparation, because now you have to prepare to get the quota place, and after you get it, you have to adapt your preparation for the games that happen several months later.
So now we get set for the presentation of the women's medals here this morning, and we do love Copenhagen, Denmark. They have done a miraculous, marvelous job. Copenhagen, of course, our sponsors, we love them as well, Kia included. Here's the team from Korea. One of 2 medals this morning by Korean teams in women's competition. It was a team bronze medal. Kibobe, Chemi-sun, and Kong Chi-young teaming up to win the bronze medal as they got a little bit of revenge against Japan, a team they lost to at stage 2 on the World Cup Tour in Antalya back in about 2 months ago. Here in Copenhagen, it was Korea jumping out to a 2-0 lead and going on to win convincingly 5-1. So congratulations to the 3 young ladies from Korea. And Kibobe not done for the day, not by any stretch of the imagination. She'll be back in the mixed team competition, and then she'll be going for her first World Championship. Now, she's won a gold medal at the World Cup Finals.
Yes.
She's won an Olympic gold medal. Now she needs a World Championship title.
She won a Universiad gold medal.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, too.
She won the 4-in-1.
So the only thing that's missing in her
Is here,
trophy case, yes.
Of course, that was a good warm-up for her for this afternoon.
Good look at the team from India, the 3 young women from India. Deepika Kumari, Laxmarani Manji, whom we'll also see again this afternoon, and Rimil Buriuli. The 3 teaming up in the gold medal match, where they had jumped out to a 4-0 lead, only to see that lead slip away from them. So they will take the silver medal back home to India.
Silver medal, that is a good medal. I'm sure they will sign this before even coming here. But what was more important for them is to get this quota place, and they go back with 2 great achievements. The first one is showing that they have a team to get medals because they got this silver medal, and second, to get this Olympic qualification for Rio, so they can now start thinking on how to deliver a medal like this or even a gold in Rio.
Doing even better.
And the big surprise of this competition, Russia, back on the top.
On top of that victory podium here at the World Championships in Copenhagen, Denmark, the team from the Russian Federation, and what a comeback they put on this morning. As they fell behind 4-0, they were on the verge of losing that gold medal match and settling for silver, but they fought back, won the 3rd set, won the 4th set, forced a shoot-off, and won the shoot-off 28-27 to take the match 5-4. So congratulations to Ina Stepanova, Ksenia Perova, and Tuyana Dashitorjeva.
Great performance, great consistent, and great teamwork. They came back from a 4-0. This is not happening because of luck. This is happening because of teamwork and
mental fortitude.
Good confidence in your possibility and not losing the focus on the match in any time.
For the national anthem of the Russian Federation.
Once again, it's bronze to Korea, silver to India, and the gold medal goes to Russia in women's team competition at the 2015 Archery World Championships. Juan Carlos, while we have a chance, let's talk a little bit about the process of how you get a World Championship event into a wonderful location and a wonderful venue like this here in Copenhagen. It doesn't happen overnight, and it takes a lot of work.
All this started after the World Cup final in Copenhagen and Nyhavn in 2009. After the World Cup final finished, the event Denmark and beautiful Copenhagen and the Danish Federation were very satisfied with the outcome of this competition here and came back to World Archery saying, and now what? We would like to do something else. So we offered them different events, and they wanted to do this one, the World Championship, which was more or less proposed officially in 2010. 2011 they proposed us the bid, and since then we start working. So it's many years, and they came out with a good plan, with a good venue for finals, with a good venue for qualification, a huge venue 200 meters wide, all location very close to the hotels. And when the bid was presented, it was very solid, and we love to be here, we love to work with these people, we love to work with the city of Copenhagen, our Danish Federation, and that's where we came here. So was more or less a result of the excellent outcome of the World Cup final in Copenhagen 2009, and we are very satisfied what has happened here this week, having all the world 100 countries, 620 and more than 627 archers here in Copenhagen, and seeing the result that came out of this.
So our hats off to the Archery Denmark, the federation here in Denmark, Sport Event Denmark, wonderful Copenhagen, and the municipality of Copenhagen organizing and promoting this World Championship event. I know Rolf Lind was one of those who led the way, president of Archery Denmark, and they all get a lot of credit.
They get a lot of credit, and what's happened here is also there was a lot of live TV the previous days. We had more than 8 hours live in Danish 2 TV. We had a lot of coverage in internet. And it's clear that the Federation, the organizing committee, has done an effort to not only organize the event, but to
promote
show
it,
to
yes.
promote it in the city. We have banners all around the city.
All over the city.
We have everybody in Copenhagen know that archery is happening. It's a tri-archery booth in the middle of this plaza behind the target, what is the crowded place in Copenhagen, and you can go there and shoot and try the sport. So the promotion they have done and what's happened here in Copenhagen, we are very proud of it, and I think this is another, let's say, the cherry on the cake of this event. They have not only delivered a good event, but they have done a great promotion for sport and a great, huge visibility in television during the week.
Great job done today in the bronze medal match by Chinese Taipei, Kuo Cheng Wei, Wong Ho Che, and Yu Guan Lin picking up the bronze medal as they continue to show their strength in the sport of archery. We'll see Chinese Taipei later on this afternoon in not 1, but 2 events. So a chance for 2 more medals and a total of 3 on the day for Chinese Taipei. The team from Italy, I know a little bit disappointed right now, but just getting to this point, and I say this time and time again, but when you look at what it takes just to get to a medal match, Juan Carlos, and you know full well from your days when you were an Olympic shooter, it's difficult to navigate your way through that field and get through and get to this point. So this is an accomplishment.
Just to reach the final, they have to shot so many matches and win so many teams and archer that just to be here is already an achievement. But of course, when you come here, you want to get it all.
Absolutely.
And
you get greedy, don't you?
Of course, because then the feeling is like, I was so close and I came back. But to be honest, for me, the worst place is the 4th one. He arrived here, make a match, lose it in semifinals to go to the bronze match, lose a bronze, and it's going empty. And you were not close. You were so close 2 times. So when you get a medal, at least you get some recognition, satisfaction. Being 4th is really tough and hard.
And of course, atop the victory podium, Korea. A commanding performance by these 3 marvelous archers. Kim Woo-jin, Koo Bon-chan. And Koo Bon-chan may have been the top performer for that team in that gold medal match, with all due respect to Mr. Oh and Mr. Kim.
This is what happened in a team. In one match, one is more consistent, solid, and the next match is the other one. It's a teamwork, and it's not 3 top or good archers shooting together. It's really interacting together and supporting each other And that's what is the difference between the team competition archery and the individual. It's 3 archers that work as a team and support each other. And for sure in previous matches, another one was the solid one and the strongest one, the one giving this point needed. But the combination of 3 of them is what really makes it a strong team.
Of course, Oh Jin-yuk and Kim Woo-jin were on the victory stand in Torino in 2011. They were kept off that victory stand by the USA in 2013, but here they are again. Big round of applause from this huge crowd here in Copenhagen, Denmark for Korea as Koo Bon-chan kisses that gold medal not once, but twice.
Yes, one of the most known national anthem in archery.
Oh yes,
South
played
Korea.
many times. We know it by heart.
We know it by heart.
Hey, while I've got you here, quick update on the Excellence Center being constructed in Lausanne.
My new work, my new mission.
Yes.
The World Archery
Your new
Excellence
baby.
Center, my new baby, my new challenge. It's in construction phase. We just finished this week the metal structure to hold the roof of the first 2 levels. It's progressed very well. We are on time. It's planned to be ready for use in summer 2016, autumn, just probably after Rio. And we are very excited to work and to get this new tool in World Archery to grow our sport and to do many things for our members that right now we cannot do for lack of this tool. Let's say we are now in the process of planning the management and the activities and interacting with all the centers around the world to see what experience they have and what we can learn from them. Exciting project, keeping us busy, and another tool that help our sport to grow.
Well, as we look back on this morning's session, so many highlights, so many thrills. Starting off this morning, it was Japan and Korea in the women's bronze medal match. Kibo Bay leading the way for Korea as they went on to a commanding 5-1 win over Japan to wrap up the women's bronze medal. But that was just the start of things to come. Japan putting up a good fight, but not quite strong enough here in Copenhagen. Hayashi Yuki with some good shots, but Kibo Bay so strong and getting herself warmed up and ready for what's to come this afternoon for her as she'll try to win her very first World Championship title and add that to her resume. It's about the only thing that's lacking. Then in the women's gold medal match, it was India facing the Russian Federation. India getting off to a fast start, a strong start, led 4-0 in that match. But Stepanova and company would not quit, would not give up, kept fighting back, and India kept giving up points. And the frustration grew on the Indian side. Meanwhile, for the Russians, the confidence grew and built, and it wound up in a come-from-behind victory in a shoot-off for the Russian Federation as they claimed the gold medal on the women's side. On the men's side of the ledger, USA took on Chinese Taipei in the bronze medal match. The USA jumping off to a 2-0 start, but Chinese Taipei, they never lost their confidence. They kept coming back, and they won the next 3 sets, and they wound up winning that bronze medal by the final count of 6-2. So the USA, as you said, Juan Carlos, going home empty-handed, which is difficult. Now the same cannot be said for Italy. Italy does get the silver medal.
Correct. Has been amazing matches this morning, Carl. It's really a pleasure to be here with you.
Oh, the pleasure is ours.
I have been doing this for all the week in the qualification elimination, and I know how hard it is. So thank you very much, Carl. We have a an honor. It's an honor to have you here and a pleasure. And
The pleasure is all mine, and we'll have more fun coming up in about 2 hours when we'll return with the Recurve mixed team and the medal matches here at the 2015 Archery World Championships just outside Christianborg Palace in the heart of beautiful, beautiful Copenhagen, Denmark. For Mr. Juan Carlos Holgado, I'm Carl Arky. We'll see you again soon with more exclusive coverage of the Archery World Championships.